Not like that. Oh yeah, that's a whole lot better. Lose the keyboard, get a life, man. Far fucking out. All right, so you're torching. I'm cleaning up my desk, and we're live out here, right? Ain't that right? I know we're live because there's Z Puffs.
What? What's up? Jerry, we're live.
Right? That's cool. Because there's Z Puffs and Andrew and Lord Zero.
Hell yeah.
So I figured we were
Beer
live.
Geek Gamer, Thomas, Stuntman, Ricardo. They're all rolling in.
Single malt sloth. I like that. Single malt sloth. I like that. What's up, Blake? Purple tofu, of course.
Tofu? What?
Purple tofu's in there.
You like tofu, yeah?
He likes purple tofu.
Oops. Purple tofu? Right. Is that what?
That's what I see on my screen.
That's exotic.
Right? Pretty cool. I just had some for dinner last night. Was it last night? Yeah. Purple cauliflower. Yummy.
Oh, yeah. I've had purple cauliflower before.
I'd never seen it. It was pretty cool. They had orange and purple. We went with purple. Orange is next.
Nice.
Does it taste any different? Do you know if it tastes any different?
I mean, it's not. I wouldn't say it tastes purple or anything. Like purple potatoes don't taste purple either. Like, you know, purple weed usually has like a purple taste to it. Purple vegetables, on the other hand, they don't seem to have that purple taste. I demand a refund.
Right on. Yeah. No, that ain't gonna work. I want more than just color. Well, I thought that if there was a difference, it was subtle. And as we talked to the table, we thought, cauliflower ain't got that much going for it anyhow. So if you're talking subtle differences in cauliflower, it's probably not very noticeable. So
have you ever had riced cauliflower?
Yeah. Sometimes made into like crusts and stuff like that too.
Yeah, or even like mashed potatoes, but it's really cauliflower.
Yeah, that's good too. I've had that. That was
I've had it's interesting, and like it sounds gross, but then when you eat it, it's like, oh shit, it's actually not bad.
Dude, my favorite is cauliflower steaks. Have you had those?
Come on now.
Yeah, man. You take those things and you take the cauliflower and you cut it right down the middle, so it's like right down in a brain, and then from there you slice steaks, and they're big. Not crescent shape, but brain looking like a slice of big old brain. You can make it as thick as you want, put as much rub or whatever you want on there. And if you cook it right, man, it gets nice and tender and juicy and absorbs the flavors, and it's yummy. It's good. Yeah, you should do that. All the grilling you do, you should do a cauliflower steak, man. You're going to wait till I come over, huh?
Yep, I'll wait for you for that one.
All right. When I come over. My man was not jumping at that, was he, Coffee?
Like the pizza thing, we'll try it. The mashed potatoes, it's good. I don't know about the cauliflower steak though.
Well, don't think of it as a steak. It's just a big slab. It's a slab of cauliflower, and it'll be a side dish for you. You can still have your steak, but that'll be my main course. It's good though, man. I've had a few of them. There's one at a restaurant down the street that's fantastic. Oh, do they still do it? Ever since COVID hit, they had trimmed on their menu. They don't have it.
Yeah. Did you eat a lot of cauliflower as a kid? A lot of vegetables as a kid?
No. People would describe me as someone who's allergic to vegetables a good 7-8 years ago. So
as a kid, you weren't anything close to vegan or vegetarian?
No, meat and potatoes, grilled cheese. I was pretty much raised on doodads through middle school. A little snack that was pretty much like Chex Mix.
Doodads?
Yeah, that was a name brand. It was a Chex Mix. Basically, I was in elementary and middle school, and that was pretty much what I'd come home to is, some of those.
Is it Cracker Jack? Is that one of those things?
It's like a Chex Mix.
Okay.
So, you take that. They had like Cheez-Its and pretzels and fucking, I don't know what those Chex Mixy things are called. Chex Mixes, I guess. Chex, whatever they are. You know what I mean? Like the grid things.
Okay.
But anyhow, those things. And it was good, man. I used to plow through those after school. So I was into veggies.
I had a lot of pizza rolls, like Gino's pizza rolls. I think when they first came out, they were called Totino's though.
Yeah.
Or maybe Gino's was the first one, and now they're Totino's. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not an aficionado enough to tell you that, but man, those things, they were so good, but they're not. You know what I mean?
Right, right. I mean, they're still pretty good, but not good. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't go near them now, but I loved them back in the day, man. Yeah.
Man, you make pizza rolls on a charcoal grill. They come out like kind of crispy, a little smoky,
Yeah.
real good.
All right.
Yeah,
Like
really, it
packaged
surprised me.
pizza rolls, or are you gonna homemade pizza rolls?
Oh, I mean, they're frozen, of course. For the
Yeah,
frozen
oh, that's not
Totinos,
bad.
from the
Yeah.
freezer section. Gino and Totino broke up. Man, that's a shame. So it's like Gino's on the East Coast and Totino's on the West Coast. Is that what's going on? Just
I have no idea. I know that Totino's is what we would get out here usually.
Okay.
So if it is a breakup, it's my side gets Totino's. I can tell you that.
I remember the commercials used to show a whole pizza being rolled up and then made into little rolls, little pockets, little pillows, pizza pillows.
Yeah. Those were the days, huh? You could eat those without thinking. No.
The trick was always to make them without making them explode. You got to like heat them up, get them crispy, but not make them all like bust their nuts all over the inside of the oven or the microwave.
Can you even do that in a microwave?
In the microwave, I don't know. There's probably an art to it. You probably only can cook 7 at a time, and they have to be in a perfect circle, and you have to use 65% power and a pause after a minute and a half or something like that for a microwave use. But for the oven, you can totally do it. For the charcoal grill, you can totally do it. We should do a video about how to perfectly cook pizza rolls.
I thought those pizza pocket sleeves were like magic. Remember those? That seriously improved the pizza pocket for me.
The Hot Pocket sleeves?
Yeah, whatever those damn things were, yeah.
Hot Pocket.
That sleeve worked. I'm telling you.
I would fuck up a Hot Pocket right now. Fuck, Jerry.
I'd throw it against the wall.
I haven't had a Hot Pocket in a long time.
Yeah.
I love the Philly steak and cheese croissant pockets. Those were.
Oh man. That was some good food, man. That shit tore me up. I won't do it again, but it was good food. I'll tell you that. It sure as fuck tasted good.
Yeah. So we got 93 people in the chat. How can we get started on the 100 likes so we can dab after Jerry tells us his stories tonight? Let's just start it now. Let's just start hitting the like button. We got 25 likes right now. 94 watching. Before you leave, hit the like button and tell us in the chat if you ever grew up. Did you grow up? Like when you were a kid, did you make rules for yourself? Did you define who you're going to be as an adult? Whether those definitions came true or whether you realize that the context of your decision-making skills that you used as a child weren't accurate. Chances are you made a lot of decisions as a child or did a lot of thinking, went through a lot of scenarios that somehow shaped your adult personality. And sometimes we need to go back and reflect on those and revisit those and maybe rewire those. And Jerry's been talking to me about it in the past, about how he's been seshing at his desk and doing some self-reflection drills, getting real high and thinking deep, having big revelations about thoughts and experiences of his childhood and how they made him who he is today and how he can even change some of those things. So I want to go down that road tonight, and I want to get the chat involved to see how they all feel about where they are now versus when they were a child. Like, are you the person you thought you'd be? In the chat. How about you, Jerry? Are you how old are you? You 45?
52.
32?
52.
Are you the 52-year-old man that you thought you'd be when you were?
No, man. No. I don't know. I mean, in some ways, maybe. Like, I always wanted long hair. Never did it, but I didn't get that till the last couple of years. So Maybe along those lines. But I don't know, as a kid, do you even think about what kind of person you want to be? I mean, don't you just kind of think about what do you want to do? You know what I mean? Like as a kid, I was thinking, what am I going to do? Or how am I going to make money? Or where am I going to go? But I never thought about who do I want to be as a person? I don't know. Maybe that's part of the problem.
Maybe that's interesting that you phrase it that way, because I always struggled with that as a kid, and I could always have visions of who I wanted to be and what I wanted to be like, but not what I wanted to do. And that to even today, like I still don't know what I want to do when I grow up. Like I love what I'm doing right now, but I still can't vision like what's the end? What's the end of 420 Vape Zone? I mean, obviously I got deleted from YouTube, so that was the end of that. But that's not the end of my effort. That's not the end of my energy. That's not the end of me changing the space. I'm still gonna fucking do that. So YouTube doesn't define my ending. I do, but I don't know where that ends, and I'm okay with that. I didn't used to be like when I was a kid. I didn't want to start something unless I could see it through to the end and knew how it was going to end. Like all those uncertainties almost made me not want to do things. But now I just whatever.
Yeah, the uncertainty and the fear kind of keeps us from really leaving the familiar and going out and doing anything, you know. Um, yeah, my wife and I were talking today about some of our dreams, and I've been I've been dreaming more than ever last this year. You know, 2020 sucked in a lot of ways, but for me, I grew a lot and I've been dreaming a lot more. And so she and I were talking about our dreams for a while, and then today she said, "So hey man, how are we going at these things?" And I was like, "I don't know yet," you know. But I'm walking around like you know it's already there, and then she's like, "Oh, okay." I was like, I don't know how it's gonna happen yet. I haven't figured that out. I'm not really sure, but I know it's gonna. Like, I mean, it's already out there. I know it's coming. Um, but part of it, I think, is just the joy of watching it unravel and unfold, and of course influencing and doing what I can. But at the end of the day, how things line up is going to blow my mind, and uh, that's kind of weird, man. Like I've never been like that before. So it was funny when we had that conversation. We were asking questions that are normal for me just a little while ago. That now I'm kind of operating out of bounds. It's kind of weird.
So you've been doing some reflecting at your altar. You've been calling it your altar. How did this start? Like how did you start with identifying the stuff in your past from like your youth? Because I know like when we talked about it, and you were like, "Yo," like you had the specifics, and you knew exactly like this one time. Like how did you go from not having like an awareness of hey, I might be a little bit fucked up because of this one time at band camp, to figuring that out? Like you were getting high, you were thinking, you were reflecting, were you journaling? Like what, how does this go? How can people dive into these things?
Yeah, that's a good question, man. It really just becomes whatever's going to get you to kind of inward direct, you know, and really focus your attention inward. But for me, at the beginning of this year, I started doing some energy work with a woman here in town that had done some with my wife, and we both really liked what we saw, and so said, I want a taste of that." And I don't know if it was that started it, or if it was that started my introflexion that started it. But one way or another, you know, I would go to these appointments and get get my work done, and then come home and reflect on the things that we dug up. And excuse me. And because pretty much most of my time alone to my thoughts was when I was having a session, that's when I would kind of reflect. And so that's how kind of things started moving towards my sessions becoming kind of a meditation. Um, so that's kind of how that whole thing started. At first, this is it right here. First, that was my stage. I built that to take pictures. I was literally like, man, I need something else to take pictures. I don't like my desk; it's always cluttered. I need something I can just go in there real quick, drop a vape, do that. And I've got some shit on Instagram like that you can see back in the day. Where all I got like a whole season of this kind of stuff, with this silver bottom and all that. And then it got to where I was doing videos in use, and then pretty soon I just always had a badass rig set up there, and so I was like, well, might as well go ahead and just have sessions there. And then as they started to become sessions of reflecting inward, I started to become more intentional and deliberate, and started to really think about what I was doing and building a routine. And that's when the stage turned into an altar, because shit was happening there now. It wasn't just I'm going to hit my vape. It was I go there to change my life now. So it's pretty cool. I love it that vaping marijuana has become a part of that for me. It's become a real it's become a spiritual thing for me. I mean, that's where I go to grow.
All right.
But it started with the energy work, and that was really techniques to kind of identify layers that need to be peeled off, and then peeling them off. And then when I would come back, and she would point out what these layers were from, not specifically, but just kind of generally. And then I would go back, and you don't have to do this. I just liked it because I'm kind of like that. I like digging into stuff. So I would dig in and start to find things that would have made sense. And then, but when I really realized I was getting somewhere is when I dig in and I'd find the emotional footprint. Like when I could go back and recall the experience to the point where I could remember it and feel it. That's when I knew that was the signature that told me that was actually the truth right there. Like you can go through and feel that emotion in that moment, and you can heal. And so that's what I would do. Is I started going in and reliving those moments, and just letting the emotion flow over me and through me. And I think I've talked to you before in the past about how some of the physical things are really cool. Just sometimes when you really focus on literally the physical sensations of an overcoming emotion, it's exhilarating, and it can be addicting, man, because the physical feelings, when you take away the fear that's involved, the physical feelings are sensational and toxic, strong, especially anger. I can see why anger is something that a lot of people get addicted to, because that emotion is intoxicating when your attention is on the physical aspect of it, because it really is a strong physical change, that kind of thing there. So anyhow, that's kind of what I was doing over there. And that's beautiful, man. I love that. Is that yours? Did you grow that one?
No, this is grape runts.
Grape runts. I remember hearing about that.
Will it focus?
Almost. You had it a minute ago, but it's doing what it does. Yeah, they don't want to play with you.
But it's so beautiful. I want it to focus.
There. Yes. Snap. That's it. You got the rotation going. It stays with you. Other side.
Isn't that glorious?
It's sweet. Yeah, it is.
I've managed to. I bought this ounce like almost 3 months ago, Jerry, for $350 or something stupid. I bought it all to squish it, and I fell in love with it after vaping it so much that I actually went out and I bought a 10-pack of seeds from the genetics company that made this.
Ooh, nice.
So I'm going to grow it. But
fantastic.
I've been cherishing, saving the last nugs, and I'm breaking out a big one tonight. Breaking out the big one.
Did you squish any of it?
I did squish some of it, and it didn't. I fucked it up when I squished it because I squished it too fast, because it's what I do. But it was so good as flour that I just couldn't bear myself to continue trying to squish it, because this is the best flour I've vaped. Like this is my new favorite strain. It tastes incredible.
That's
and
awesome.
the high is magical. It's bubbly and peppy and euphoric, and this is it instantly became my favorite strain. Like XJ13 didn't do that. XJ13 was like, oh, this is really good. I think I might like this better than Green Crack, and maybe even better than, you know, whatever. And then slowly I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna keep buying this shit, you know. Like Grape Runts, I hit it once and it's like, fuck, this is like a fucking blowjob. It's like
From the first hit, huh?
Yep.
Dude, that's dope.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's fantastic.
I mean, that got you going from the first hit, man. Rock and roll.
I like grape things. You know, and grape is a really, really nice flavor, and the candy, subtle cotton candy kind of mouthfeel of this is just perfect. Perfect.
All right, now I got to look for some of that. I'm about to get ready. I'm starting to get to where I just took an inventory for tonight. What I was going to vape, I was like, I'm down to that. So, I mean, I've got 2 things left, and I'm all right on each, but
I'm pretty much dry, which
Yeah?
is why I'm breaking out the grape runs.
right on. That's why.
I have a couple ounces of some homegrown that isn't cured yet, but I've been vaping on it anyway.
Push through. You're that kind of guy. Push through.
Yeah, I'm just impatient. Plus, it's nice. It tastes pretty nice.
I had a good time with that dab. That was good.
I'll be dabbing in a bit. I'm gonna vape a bowl. Grape Runts, Jerry. Grape Runts. Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Still using the mouthpiece, by the way.
Oh, no kidding. Helping you a lot? Helping you a lot? Is it smoothing you out?
Yeah. I'm still digging it. I've dropped it on the floor a couple times, and I hit it without, and I felt I should immediately go back to the mouthpiece.
Wow,
I can feel the difference. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give it some more runs at some point. One time I didn't feel a difference. One time I did. And then I was dabbing or something and did something different. But you don't see any kind of loss anywhere? You don't sense anything?
No, I feel a gain. I feel I'm able to take bigger hits without coughing my face off quite as much. I feel it helps me.
That's good. But taste everything, nothing, nothing lowered.
What?
You don't lose any taste or anything?
No, I don't think so. That tasted great. That tasted like a can of Slap Your Mama. Oh my God.
That's great, man.
Looks like a little tree. Isn't that cute?
My man is going.
That was so nice.
That is funny, man.
So
Slap Your Mama.
Did you have big things to unwire, like, from your childhood? Like, for me, I was raised religious. Like, my mom and dad were Catholic. I went to fucking Saturday and Sunday school to, like, like Sunday school, like every Saturday or every Sunday, whenever it was something that changed at some point. I had to go to church every Sunday with my parents, wake up and get dressed and go to church and learn all the stand up, sit down, fight stuff. All that, like all of those rituals. It was expected of me. And then as I grew up and got married and separated from my parents and became my own person, religion went away. Like I immediately stopped going to church. Like as soon as I didn't have to anymore, it's like, no, I'm not gonna fucking wake up every Sunday and go do that thing. To me, that's no. I saw so many things wrong with that scene already that it was already like red flags in my head. Like, hold up, like that priest is up there is like telling all these people that they need to give 20% of their income to the church. Hold up, like something ain't right here. Like something like word, like red flags as a kid, you know? So like as an adult, I not only did I have to like handle the unwiring of that, but I also had to deal with my parental expectations still. You know, like I'd go to family Christmas and my mom would, you know, talk to my kids like, "Oh, was your dad teaching you about Jesus?" And my kids are like, "Who?" You know,
I've been there, man.
so that was a lot of shit. Yeah, it was CCD classes.
Yeah, those
That's
things,
what people in
man.
chat recognize it. Yeah, I went to CCD. One time I got in trouble for skipping CCD.
Yeah.
I went uptown. Instead of going to school where CCD was taught, I just went to the uptown district and was buying candy and shopping at the
Skipping school, man.
stores.
Right on.
Yeah, and I saw my mom's friend.
She saw you.
She saw me, and then
Yeah.
she's like, "Oh, I saw Troy uptown at the dime store or whatever."
Yeah. She made sure she said that.
Yep, yep.
Ouch.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
unwired that thing, but there was a lot that I stumbled upon, and I think Jerry, a lot of it honestly may have been triggered by me doing video work, like me seeing myself on a screen and talking and almost having like a mirror, you know, because like I don't know if you'd ever did this, but as a kid, you know, when you hit your emotional rough spots, when you're going through puberty or whatever, like I remember being in the bathroom, like in the mirror, like fuck this, like this is never gonna happen again, you know, like I'm never gonna let Billy take my bike, or you know, whatever the fucking situation was, like I'm gonna be this, like I'm like from now on, you know, this is how I'm gonna, you know, I had a lot of those memories, and I think doing videos like made me start to recall some of those instances, and then as I reflected on them, as I like sat here like meditating and bringing as many details as I could, you know, back into it, I sort of understood that, you know, my perception and my understanding of the world and other humans wasn't accurate at all. You know, as a 14-year-old, my knowledge of the world was fucked up. Like I was riding a skateboard and said to learn how to drive a stick shift, and you know, it's a completely different machine. So now the context has changed. So now looking back, I kind of feel like a lot of the things that I strived for, or the decisions that I made as a child, or like, here's how I want to be when I grow up, or I never want to do this and this and this, and never want to be that type of person. Those types of decisions were made and made in fucking concrete of a child, you know, stamping how he's going to be forever and ever, amen, without really having an accurate context. And now as an adult, I can kind of go back and unwire things and like, oh, here's how the world really works, kid. You know, you made some stupid mistakes, made some bad decisions, or you know, you thought this when you should have thought this, and you never changed. You know, there are things that I never went on until now, even, you know, and I believe, and I'm open to there being more of those things. Like until I die, there may be things where I go, oh, here's how the world works, not this way, you know, that the way that I saw it when I was 19 or whatever. You know, there's so many different slots, equations, algorithms of this world.
I didn't even know on this world. I was like, that was awesome. No, I'm with you, man. I kind of started similar as far as I had an Episcopalian high school upbringing, and as soon as I went to college, I was like done doing that on Sundays. So I kind of get you on that. It's funny. I look back on it now, and going through all those services and rituals, I didn't really grasp any real depth to it. Whereas others in my family did. And now I get it though, having kind of built up my own ritual, that I go, oh, that's what a ritual is. It's just a habit to get you focused, to kind of get your attention on the now and what's going on. And so that's, in my mind, that's really all a ritual is. And even prayers are the same kind of thing, to just kind of pull the attention to, and to do it in gratitude, because that's how you actually change shit. So I've gone back and very little, but I really want to do this now. Is I want to go back and do some of the same scriptural studies I did in my 20s and 30s, but I want to do it with understanding of things that I have now, and I'll bet you it'll blow my fucking mind. I think it'll be crazy, but the stuff that I've hit most recently, Troy, has been younger than that for me. And the stuff that I got real recently here took me back to when I was 1, which really surprised me. I hadn't had anything come up that back. But basically, I'd gone back as far as 6 on my own and could make some mental connections to 3. But then the help I've gotten with the energy work has got me dialed in on some other things at 3 and 2 and 1. And mine's been more going in and feeling it, I think everybody's got their look. Yeah, like that's all about how I look, Troy. Oh man, it was great. I don't know what you were muscling out there, man. You worked it. That was awesome. Let me get that water going, man. But no, I haven't been thinking so much of it as feeling it. I've gone back and mostly, I guess what I should say is I'm cleansing, Troy. I'm going back and cleansing wounds that when I go back and look, I go, oh, I can see why, because of that wound, I made these decisions and did this every time this stimulus showed up. And I'm really surprised at how much stuff we find when we look back that we're not even thinking about, man. Like who we think we are is just a bunch of programs we haven't been paying attention to at all. And when I start to question why the hell I do that, it really is kind of a dumb, weird, or old answer. And some of them, like you said, were misinterpretations. We can go back and, well, fuck that, this works now. Others are wounds that, just need a cleansing like that, so that they don't, the next time that comes up, you don't have to run that program again. There's still the habit afterwards, but I see the habit and it's almost like it's easier to break. Maybe you almost see it immediately. It's like an awareness that you get when you start to heal those things of what you used to do and you don't have to do anymore. So, but I guess it's just some kind of meditation. It's kind of funny, man. I think I've told you before, man, I don't really prescribe to anything really, as far as like a doctrine or a belief or what have you. I have in the past. But these days, I just kind of pretty much believe if something's really true, then it's accessible to anyone, pretty much anywhere, anytime. And that's the only thing I really kind of hold on to. And given that, I just kind of have really enjoyed stumbling through and working my own way through shit, whether it was working through like some frequency shit or this kind of stuff, I'm having a lot of fun with it, man, but I'm really stumbling onto some stuff that, I don't know, it's just kind of changing me. And then when I talk to people who've been there, they're like, oh yeah, that's kind of like X, Y, and Z over here. And this is another one where what I do over there is almost like, it's like a program. So basically now when I go over there to that altar, I just run my program, and I'll be damned if 25 minutes in, I don't get hit with whatever it is that I'm going to get hit with. And lately it's happened in the first couple of minutes and even immediately. So things have started accelerating on some things. And so I think that means what I'm doing now is starting to sync up with the other work that I'm doing and really kind of fast forwarding a little bit. I know I'm there when I just start crying it out, and I just pretty much bawl sometimes. I'll sit there and cry as long as it takes. It's a lot of fun, man. It feels good. It's amazing too, because as soon as I'm done, it's like that weight is gone. And sometimes I don't even know what it is, but something's gone. Something feels better. Something's really, you know what I mean? Like that there's a joy that comes with on the other side. And that's when I know I've really done something.
Jerry, that hit that I took I accidentally bumped my terp torch up to temp 4 instead of temp 3. So it was way more than I was expecting. And it caused my head to get inserted into my own ass. So
Well, that's good.
unfortunately, I missed everything you said. But hear me out. It has since forced me back to time travel, and I time traveled, and I caught it all. I was able to like rewind my memory and like re-listen to everything you said, just with a delay. And I get it. Like going back, like the program, it's like a ritual. You kind of develop like the go down the path, like the familiar territory. Like you got your scene, you got your intentions, and I love it, man, because awareness alone can be curative, you know? So the fact that you're sitting down with that intention, you're aware of it. You're setting your brain on a mission. You're consuming some cannabis, which makes it easier for your thoughts to translate, your feelings to translate into thoughts, and your thoughts to dissolve and submerge into your visions and your mind. All these things are better and good for you. I applaud you for taking the time and the energy to fucking doing that. That's self-improvement, self-awareness. That's good shit. I started meditating a couple years ago, and I immediately learned like I need to do more self-improvement and more things like that. So good for you.
Yeah, thanks, man. Well, I enjoy it. If it turns out I have a taste for it, man. Like for me, it's a hobby now, man. Like I love it, and I kind of crave it. And if I'm not in here at least once a week, I start to dry up a little bit. And if I can get in here 2 or 3 times a week, that's good. I don't see why not more. I've got a sign here asking me about it. Have you gone there today? So I'm trying to keep it on my mind to go over there and do things because at first I was going in with some pretty, well, first, I don't know. I was just trying to go deep. I don't know what I was looking for at first, but I think when I stumbled on some of the first cleansing moments, that's when I realized, wow, that was pretty powerful. And I want to try to do that again. And then when I was able to repeat it, and I started shit. Well, I said shit. Well, I'm gonna refine it, And so I pretty much just came with a little routine that I'm still refining all the time. But it's designed to draw in all the senses so that I'm focused here and now. So it's really designed to pull me in now, and I have something to attend to each sense to do that. And then there's a timing to it that works with a flow that I've kind of works for me. And then as I look at it more and more, like one of the last things I added was is I was like, okay, now I've come in here and just done my thing and see what happens, and done my thing and focus on some things. But now I want to kind of come in and really, honestly, I'm really grateful for what's going on here, and I wanted to thank the plant and whatever was going on, because I mean that was always a part of it. And so I just started coming in and going, okay, well, I just want to say thanks to the plant first of all, and really commune with it a little deeper. And then yeah, dab time. And then and so then basically that turned into kind of like what Troy. It's funny, man. Now when I look back on it, I'm like, geez, that actually sounds just like a prayer, man, that I would have said in church or before a meal or whatever the hell. I'm kind of like, wow. So here I am, pretty much just coming to kind of going, I'm gonna. Sometimes I just come to and surrender and go, whatever you want. Thanks. I'm just stoked to be here. Other times I come in and go, this is on my heart, and then I go through my shit. So, but I need a dab. Let's do a dab.
I was the 100th like, and then I unliked, and then a whole bunch of other people unliked.
Where are we at now? Do I need to like?
I started a terrible trend. I'm sorry.
I'm back just in case, man. Let's do it. Did we get to the 100? All right, let's do it, man.
It's at 104 now, but it hit 100. I was the 100th, and I unliked, and then it went down to like 98, and I was like, oh shit! So I hit like again, and then it went up, and then it went down again, and it went down another one.
So this has been. I'm just catching up. I'm at 103. So let's do it. Let me load this puppy up. Good call, by the way.
Yeah, I'll have a dab with you. What are you dabbing on? The Switch?
Yeah, I am, but I want to clean it first. So take your time setting up. It won't take long, but you know.
Oh man, Jerry, that Terp Torch bowl of the grape runts.
Yeah, they did it for you.
Holy shit. Temp 4. Ooh, gave me shivers. I can't wait to vape some more of that. I don't even want to dab. That hits harder than a dab right now.
That's awesome, man. I love it. That's awesome.
Nate Bunn had a good question earlier.
What's that?
God damn it, Nate. I'm gonna have to scroll up because I don't want to misquote it.
Yeah, you won't do that.
Where'd it go? How do you feel about personal growth while regularly using cannabis? Do you feel like you progress or feel like time flies by at times? That's a hard-hitting question, my man. That's hard. It's kind of both, yeah. It's kind of both. But here's the thing, man. Time flies by no matter what, so it's kind of hard to compare. Like I look back at the years where I wasn't using cannabis, and it was a lot of years. They blew by like nothing too. Like even the years that were really tough, like the years of life that are fucking super stressful. Like I remember when I had like a newborn baby and a toddler, and my job was really hard, and it was some tough fucking years. Like money was just like always tight. My time was always in demand. I was getting like 2 hours of sleep per night. Like I was getting calls every fucking night at like 3 a.m. to have to go to work because like shit would break down like in code at the newspaper. Like shit was insane. Shit was insane, and I hated it. I fucking hated it. I mean, I was rock star crushing it, but I was miserable. I was miserable. I quit. I worked there for like 2 years, and then I literally reached out to my old boss who had a .com get really big, and I'm like, yo, I'm like, I need a change, and he hired me, and that's how I got to that .com job. But those 2 years were insane, Jerry. When I worked for Gannett, I was miserable. I was a miserable person, and I always had. I was like addicted to Tums. Like I was eating like Tums. I was going through a bottle of Tums every month because like I had like acid reflux and heartburn from all the fucking stress of my job.
Mm-hmm.
I was when I programmed people out of their jobs, and all that stress was haunting me. You know, but looking back, all that time flew by. Flew by. The worst years of my life flew by, just like the best ones. So
how many were there?
What do you mean?
How many crummy years in there?
No, well, that's the thing. That's the thing. If you would have asked me that 7 years ago, I probably would have painted a pretty shitty picture for you. But through the ability of reflecting and having a better understanding of context, having a better understanding of how the mind works, how the mind changes, how people grow up, how people grow old, things like that. I've been able to like readjust the context of my life and understand mostly that I was just unhappy because I was misguided. I was in the wrong place, doing the wrong thing. It wasn't yet aware of it. I thought I was doing the right thing.
Mhm.
I was naive. I was arrogant. I was cocky. I knew things that I didn't really know. And those things are hard to shake. I was uncultured. And it wasn't until I moved to California really and started really networking and meeting people and seeing all the different angles and all the different ways bigger business decisions are being made, in the .com space. It changed my perspective. And, I could think back and go, oh God, like working at the newspaper when I was always pissed off about these decisions is like, now I would make that same decision. So I was unhappy back then, but I shouldn't have been.
Mm.
So like now like the whole history, I can kind of repaint it. I can kind of retell it. I can change the narrative.
True that.
And why wouldn't I?
Right?
Why be miserable? Have you seen miserable people?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the comments that like some of these people leave on forums and on social media, like these fucking haters and trolls?
Yep.
That's how they are in life, Jerry. Because they just choose to be miserable. They choose to let the negative narrative lead their life. All you got to do is take some control, have some perspective, find some positivity, find some happiness.
It's even worse online because there's no face-to-face response that you have to worry about. You don't have to worry about any real confrontation with most of what you do. Just choose to never go back if anything comes your way. Yeah, it's even worse online, but yeah.
Charlie's nailing it. Charlie fucking nails it. Love you, Charlie. I feel the same way, dude. I've seen miserable people in the mirror, I've been there. I've been miserable.
True that. You ready to dab? I am.
Yeah,
I got it.
I'm gonna have a dab with you, Jerry.
I got mine ready.
I'm using the Candy Pens Session right now, testing it out.
What is this?
It's kind of like the G Pen Connect, except it's made by Candy Pens.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Is it any better? It's got a better atomizer, less bad taste.
Well, I haven't figured it out yet, but so far it kind of seems like it's the same ordeal. Like it has like the same little
plate that it wraps around and goes into
a little plate in the bottom.
God damn it! Why?
Right? Like just give me a whole smooth quartz cup and nowhere for shit to go forever.
Right? What the fuck?
That's all I want. That's all I want.
I'm with you, man.
I've had a few dabs on it. It hasn't seemed to be as bad as the Connect, but it still has that taste.
Yeah.
I think it might clean up a little better, but I don't know yet.
That's too bad, man. Same thing heats up in about 30 seconds, or is it quicker? 20 seconds, 10?
It heats up quick. Yeah, it's fucking real fast.
I turn mine on. Off we go. Cheers, guys.
This will be like a 30-second vaporizing dab, though. I like that. Trigger happy. Exactly. There's a difference between like clinical depression, where you have a chemical imbalance and you could use medical help, and soul searching, like when you're displaced, when you know you're not in the place that you need to be subconsciously. Depression is what you feel. You're putting on the act that matches your surroundings of your body's place and time and environment, but you know damn well it's not where you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to be doing. It's hard to take action. It's hard to do those scary things because they're all uncertain. They're all uncertain. And uncertainty, you know, you have your bubble of awareness, your bubble of certain things in life. You have your little pocket of unhappiness down here in this corner of the big circle, right, Jerry? This little unhappiness right here. But the rest of the shit's like good, and then up here you got like real happiness. So you tend to like believe that all this area outside of the circle of certainty, you know, is probably going to be unhappiness or shitty things or whatever, and you just gonna want to focus on what you know. Like I'm aware of this stuff up here that makes me happy, so I'm just gonna avoid all of the cloud of uncertainty.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, when you start to explore the clouds of uncertainty, you'll find that even what you thought was like true happiness is really just like mediocre happiness, and there's really better happinesses, and they're even bigger than all the little fucking spots of unhappinesses. And it's just a matter of exploring the uncertainties and being okay with the uncertainties and being okay with all those unhappinesses that you might stumble upon too, because life moves on, shit happens, things go away, you know. You never know when a piano's going to land on your head, you're going to get hit by a truck. You never know.
Acceptance is huge, man.
And when you die, you're going to get thrown away. Your shit's going to get thrown away. I mean, we're going to be sad, but eventually all your shit's going to get thrown away and you'll be forgotten. Everything you build will be forgotten. Everything I build will be forgotten. Eventually everyone will forget about me, and that's okay. If I can accept that now, it makes it really, really easy to do whatever makes me happy right now without having to worry about the judgment of people. And that's what I like to focus on sometimes. I like to think about the time after I'm gone, after my family has mourned, after my family is gone, after their families have mourned. A time where my life, my presence, my current perspectives, all current judgments, they're no longer relevant in this era. I like to think about a time like that, and it helps me understand that in fast forward 1,000 years, when all these emotions no longer matter, come back to reality, guess what? All of those emotions still don't fucking matter because time is irrelevant.
None of it, man. Like my mom or someone, I think it was my mom, had a saying when things are wrong. She'd go, you know, there's a billion people in China don't give a shit. And it's the same kind of thing I think about every now and then. Is like, you know, at least, look, really, when you get down to it, 100 years from now, no one will even know you and I were here. Like there will be no memory of you and I for anyone that's alive 100 years from now. That's pretty much the way it's going to be. Maybe some exception a little bit around the edge there. But you look at a couple 100 years from now, you know, I don't know where my family will be, but you take that out further and you get into, you know, a couple 1,000 years from now, shit, man. We're digging up shit now 12,000 years ago that we didn't even know existed. Like, I mean, like you could easily just go, look, man, 5,000 years from now, nobody's going to even know that this entire race was here. Like, I mean, fuck my little problems. It's like really like we're not far away from being completely forgotten.
Holy shit. If there was a mass extinction right now, if like all humans die
Right.
and we get fossilized wherever we are right now, centuries, millions, billions of years later, when some alien races are scanning the earth and looking at all like humans and entering them into a computer, and they're going to find like people that have hundreds and hundreds of vaporizers on their shelves.
No shit. That'll be fucked up.
And
They'll find some weird ass shit over here in Florida.
Classifying us. Some alien race is going to be classifying. They're gonna be theorizing why, how, what did we do? They're gonna find like a T-shirt. They're gonna find some fossilized shirt. Like, look.
They worship this.
We believe this is what these vaporizer fellows look like.
Right. You ever wonder about the shit we dig up that probably was meaningless, but we like put this huge thing on it, like, oh, they must.
The one with the train had a beard. The one with the porn wore a hat.
That's great.
I'm just kidding. I don't have a bunch of porn. That's the only thing I can think of.
The one with the hat had no pants on.
Yeah, damn it. Why? See, I'm actually wearing pants right now, by the way. It's cold.
Right on, man.
Like pants. You probably never even seen me in pants.
I've probably never seen you in pants.
Have you? No, I wore pants to
Vegas
champs.
was cold. Yeah.
I wore pants to champs.
Yeah. I remember you in pants.
Oh, that dab was completely unsatisfactory. So I'm going to take this Candy Pens session thing out of my Rio and use the Rio the way it's meant to be used as a Rio. Sound good?
Sounds like something you need to do there, man.
Look at you made a little overpass with the sticky bricks.
Those things are cool, man. Yeah, the sticky bricks, arc de brick. How's that? Arc de brick.
Yeah. That's true, Nate. That's true.
What did Nate say? Yeah, right. The plastic.
Yeah, the plastic.
They are. They're gonna think, what were these guys doing? All we found were bones and plastic. Oh, plastic, man. That's great.
I did not see the article in USA Today about the cycle of extinction. That sounds actually really interesting. Someone described it really nicely. They said optimistic nihilism or optimistic nihilist.
I don't know what that means.
Seed. Yeah, sticky brick underpass. Underpass.
Overpass. It's overpass.
Yeah, overpass would be if there's like traffic above, but there's no technically. I don't know.
Sticky brick bridge.
All right, I'm gonna have a real dab with the Rio, and then I'm gonna have one more bowl. Have you checked out the One More Bowl podcast, Jerry?
Yeah, man.
What do you think?
I like what you guys are doing, man.
Nice, man. Thanks.
You got a good little group there.
Yeah, man.
I love all that shit Brian makes, man, too. That fucking all the shit he's doing with the mask is hilarious. I know that.
Yeah. He's I think he's coming over tonight. He might be here right now, for all I know. He might be like parked outside. Like,
is he out there dosing up with his mask on?
Probably. He's supposed to be bringing me my mask.
Awesome.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not going to say anything else.
Okay, then, man. Yeah, that thing. That's right down your alley, I think. I think you could go do well with a mask.
I think so, too. I think it'll be fun.
Fucking mask, man. I love it.
Jabu has checked it out. Thanks, Jabu. Appreciate it. Ready for a dab? Who's dabbing with me? We got 123 likes. Future Cannabis Project is good too. I like that. I like watching them.
Dude, I'm sitting this one out, man. I'm pretty baked from that. That thing put a whoop on me, man. That was good.
Array, what?
What'd you say?
Ooh, that's so delicious. These THC diamonds. I didn't even show you what I was dabbing on. I'm sorry. That was rude.
Yeah, I'm sure you got more. You can show. Mine's all drippy. If I tilt it, it runs. It's really syrupy. Are you doing straight up diamonds or is it saucy?
Diamonds and guns. Diamonds and guns.
Guns? I love it. Now I want to see it.
It's a wicked world that we live in. Jerry.
Yeah.
It's cruel.
I don't think it's quite as wicked where I am, unfortunately.
See the sparkles?
Yeah. It's like a crumbly, crystally thing.
Yeah. It's diamondy, and there's like a little bit of like, just a little bit of like terp sauce, but just enough to like kind of coat and sugar. It's
Was that a big chunk in there then?
yeah, but it'll break up pretty easily.
It does? Okay.
Yeah, like if I
Uh-huh.
oh, kind of.
I get what you're doing now there, man. I don't want you to break it up. But he did. Look at this beautiful. Oh, yeah, gotcha.
You know, I got multiple dabs.
What's this smell like?
It smells citrusy. It smells sweet and sour. It's nice, man. It's really potent. I can feel it in my face. Oh, hey, why are you looking at my fucking desk? You're staring at my desk.
Well, we didn't want to look at your pantsless. So we thought we'd look down.
It's a fair point. It's a fair point.
Be modest.
I finally emptied my debowler.
Congrats, man. You finally emptied it this morning.
No, like yesterday.
That's about where mine's at over there, man. I think it's been a couple of days. I don't know. Probably longer because I've got one over there to only use it for the sessions. So.
Whoa, hold up, Nate. What about the aliens? What happened with the aliens? Is it something more than the Israeli guy who's like in a home? Because that guy said that Donald Trump also knows about the aliens, which immediately discredits the story to me. Because if Donald Trump knows about aliens and he's kept it a secret, yeah, I don't think so. That man tweets too much.
They might have scared him. I mean, the aliens can be pretty goddamn scary.
Are you scared of aliens, Jerry?
Scared of? No.
You believe in him?
Yeah, all day long.
Have you seen him?
No.
The movies?
I've seen some movies, yeah. But
Have you seen Fire in the Sky?
no. Is that a movie or a factual event you're asking me about?
Fire in the Sky is a movie.
No, I haven't seen it.
Do you believe in lizard people?
I don't disbelieve in them. I hadn't really thought much about it.
Do you believe in unicorns?
I don't know. I've never seen one. Hadn't been asked if I believe in them before. I've never been challenged on my belief in unicorns.
Have you ever seen a rhinoceros?
Yeah, I've seen those. I mean, not like in person, but I mean, so no, I've never seen that either. Or have I seen it at a zoo maybe? I don't know.
Is a rhinoceros not a unicorn?
Well, is a rhinoceros a horse with a horn?
It's not a horse, but
Does it fly?
is a unicorn really a horse?
That's
Wait,
how I
unicorns can
always
fly?
saw it. They got wings, right?
What? No, you're thinking of like a Pegasus.
Oh, unicorns don't fly around with wings?
I don't think unicorns have wings, do they?
I don't know, man. But I thought my unicorns do.
What?
You don't believe in them if they have wings?
Have you ever seen a purple cow?
No, I've seen a purple cauliflower.
That's true. We're going full circle to the cauliflower.
Yeah, right. So
Have you ever had purple asparagus?
probably that doesn't sound like completely out of bounds to me. Like I think I may have heard of that. You know, I mean the asparagus a lot of times has purple tips anyhow, so I could see that being purple.
Purple tipped?
Anyway, so.
Purple tipped asparagus?
Yeah, those little on the ends, a little I don't know what you call them, man. The flowers, asparagus flowers, like the tasty part, the tip,
Purple tofu.
the tip with the ribs.
Purple carrots. I like purple carrots. Purple potatoes.
Dude, I
Purple
dig
carrots are
purple.
tasty. Those little organic. I like buying those. I like grilling those. Those are like saute them in butter, and then I'll throw them on the grill.
You described you said the purple taste earlier, but can you describe the purple taste?
Yes, I can.
Please do.
Imagine tasting the color purple. I know. Sorry, that was an asshole thing. So it's like if you were to taste grapes and then taste a different variety of purple grapes and then taste blueberries and then taste some like purple flower or a blue flower, they would all taste different, but they would all have a similar essence. That's kind of how the purple weed tastes. Like it doesn't taste like grapes or it doesn't taste like blueberry, but it has the essence of the flavors that are also found within grapes and blueberries, you know?
I've never thought of it that way, but you hit me deep there, man. I'm excited to look into that. The essence, the taste, the essence of colors and taste. Wow, that's going to be fun to explore.
Have you ever eaten a flower?
I think maybe a couple times. I don't remember the color. I think they were maybe red or orange, probably more pinkish.
Yeah, a lot of the edible flowers are like white and red and white and pink.
Okay, they were
White and
sweet.
orange.
You could pull them apart, and there was a little sweet honeysuckle-y kind of thing in the middle of them.
Oh, you got into it, yeah.
Well, that's what we had in the playground, man. That's all we had. You know, you're on the playground, you're eating whatever plants are around, and that's what we had. Hey, there's some flowers. Let's see what happens when we pull them apart and suck on them. It's pretty much what you did, right?
Carrots knows about the purple cow.
Is that a real thing?
I think so. Oh, wait, is the purple cow a real thing? Yeah, it is.
Like there's real purple cows, like they come out.
Well,
purple?
no, it's a marketing philosophy about being unique and standing out and being remarkable. You know, you're driving down the fucking road, you're driving across Nebraska, you see cows and cows and cows, you see brown cows and black cows and white cows and hairy cows and cows with long horns, but at the end of the day, they're all fucking cows. You see a fucking purple cow, holy shit, you're going to remember that motherfucker forever. So when you're doing your thing that other people are doing, be a purple cow, you know, set yourself apart, find a way to make yourself so unique that nobody else can do that.
I like that.
Yeah, man. Purple cow. Seth Godin. Good shit.
All right. Purple
Seth
cow.
Godin.
Yeah.
I don't know how his last name is pronounced, but
something like that,
all
right?
of his books are really good and they're all kind of quick reads. I have most of them. If you ever come here and want to get high and read books, I have all of his books or most of his books.
Oh, that's great, man. If I come out to LA and just come to your place and start reading, you let me know, wake me up or something.
Man,
because I can hang out with you and I can read later. So
years ago, my wife's nephew like spent like a month with us because he had an internship like at a factory. He was an engineer. Mm-hmm. He was an engineer and he had an internship at a factory in the Midwest. John Deere. He had an internship at John Deere. So he spent like the summer with us and he started reading my books and he learned to program at my house.
No way. That's nice.
And a year later, he founded a company that ended up being bought for like $3 million or something like that. Yeah, like he became a computer. He was a fucking 3D engineer, like a mechanical engineer,
Yeah.
like a young one, like doing an internship at John Deere. He read The Big Red Fez, he read The Purple Cow, and he read some other shit at my house. And he started talking programming. I started teaching him like JavaScript, and he started learning all these different gaming things. I gave him access to my web server, and he went on his way. And now he's like, that's what he does. Now he works for Blizzard
Nice.
for fun, basically.
Yeah, it sounds like he'd do whatever he wants. So,
Yeah.
well, that's fun, man. I guess he likes doing stuff for Blizzard, the program, and they probably, give him some leeway. That's cool, man.
Yeah, he loves programming. He loves game. He always said he wanted to be like a game programmer.
Dude, that's awesome, man. So all you gotta do is come, hang out in Troy's garage for a month. You'll be a different person.
It's true.
I like that.
True.
Shit, this is dumb. We've gone through a whole tea already.
Yeah, man, Charlie, I'd love to hit up San Diego. I love San Diego. There's so many fucking awesome things in San Diego. I also live my life by marketing philosophy and marketing philosophy books. I was a programmer turned marketer. And what's interesting, Jerry, is I always hated marketing and marketing people. Like as a programmer,
Mhm.
it was like it was a thing. Like programmers hated marketing and marketers. And then I became one. I became a marketing person.
You flip sides, man. I knew you were gonna do it, damn it. Fucking Troy. Flipping over.
I gotta clean my banger. Actually, I want to vape more of this grape runts, but I do want to clean my banger because I'm afraid that I'll get high. And what the fuck? Why is there a blue Q-tip in my?
Is that okay?
This Q-tip is different than the others. Sorry, I want to clean up the dark crystal before I forget it's dark crystal, and I load a dab in there and kill myself by.
Is that one of
dark
those
crystal.
snappy ones, or is that just a plastic one?
It's a plastic one amidst a box of white paper ones.
The plastic ones bug me because they'll get all bendy from the heat.
Yeah, that's why I took note of it coming out of the box.
Fuck that, man.
I don't know why it's in there. I assume maybe my wife just dropped it in there.
All right, well, I'm gonna pack a bowl over here because I want to hit this thing.
You pack a bowl.
You're gonna do a dab, right?
I'm gonna have a bowl too, man.
The mic is gonna suffer. You gotta let me know how bad it is.
Who's gonna suffer?
The microphone.
Okay.
This is where I'll. Oh, Zach, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Does it suck?
A little bit. So, are you?
How about now? Is that better?
Ding.
How's that?
That's okay. You're good.
All right, so that'll work. So what I'm going to talk about, I'll just yell over there.
Are you going to show us your ritual?
Well, no, that's like a long thing, but I mean, I can show you my stuff over here.
Do you, with your ritual, do you masturbate before or after or during or all three?
That actually hasn't made its way in with any regularity at this point. So,
oh, okay.
When it's time, it'll become something that happens all the time, I guess. But no, at the moment, that's just kind of, you never know when kind of thing. So.
Oh, spontaneous. I like that. Spontaneous.
Yeah. So, but I'll just kind of come over here where I can talk real quick. But no, I'll just point out some things real quick, and then I'm just gonna, beat up a bowl. But when I was fucking around with taking pictures on it, I got this little spotlighty kind of gooseneck thing that I could aim anywhere and really kind of focus on something. And so I did that, and then I realized, wow, man, that's actually kind of sets the mood. And so that kind of started with, I was like, wow, man, if I really turn all the lights out in the room and just have that it really draws my focus right to here with about 80% of my stimulus just right there on that focus. And then I started thinking, okay, how can I get sound more involved? I like playing music, but then I got real regular and got a playlist going that's pretty consistent. And then, for touch, I like to, well, I'll start with smell, so you got to smell it. And then I like to touch it, whether it's breaking it apart in nuggets or just, putting the whole thing in. And then, so I engage, and then the taste, of course, during vaporizing. So I try to do all that in the process of it. I've got about 2 songs that get me through I'm putting the weed in stuff. I got another song that time's up for when I'm probably going to start vaping. And then about 2 or 3 songs later, I've kind of sat and relaxed into a mode where I can kind of dig in and kind of get there. And then the song's kind of helping me that too. It's a lot of reggae. It's been built up for a while, but I dig it, man. But I just want to beat up this bowl over here. So I'm looking at it on the screen going, damn, I want to beat that thing up. So I'm going to go beat that up now. Oh, but yeah. Are you doing a dab now, Troy?
Now I'm gonna vape a bowl, Jerry. And
right
while I'm loading it, I'll confess something here. I'll go back on topic to the childhood thing, and I think I've figured something out about myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm reluctant to see a doctor. Like I don't like doctors. I don't like going to the doctor. Okay. Even when I have problems, like I'm like, oh my god, I'm like I'll deal with that, gaping hole in my arm or whatever. Like I just don't want to go see a doctor, And I think, I mean, I know I was traumatized by a dentist, and I relate to that with my not wanting to go to a dentist as frequently as I need to. But with the medical doctor thing, I think some of it may stem from like my mom, like at a young age, like every time she had to go to the doctor, it was always, bad things. So I feel like that somehow fucked me up as a kid, like a little bit. Like I don't want to go to the doctor because that means I'm gonna die, or like I don't know. Like I feel like there was some medical anxiety that stems from my mother's situation, because when I was a kid, I was told that my mom only had 10 years to live. Okay. So I was told that my mom had 10 years to live. And I did the math. I'm like, okay, so she got it when I was 1. So like she'll die by the time I'm 11. And she always wanted me to pray that she would live to see me graduate high school. And she did. She lived long enough to see me graduate high school. And then I was really fucking scared to graduate high school. Like almost like, it's like, oh shit. Like if God gave her long enough to let her see me graduate high school, now I'm graduating high school. Like now the promise is kept,
Yeah.
That was all fucked up. That was all some fucked up shit. But even then, like the doctor thing, like now, like my wife is like doing the thing. She's like, oh, you gotta go get your what the Dr. Woo Woo, Dr. Woo 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 Woo. You gotta go see a Dr. Woo Woo.
What is that?
Dr. Woo Woo?
Yeah.
Dr. Woo Woo.
Oh, got you.
I don't know how many fingers go up there.
I got it. Sorry. Go ahead. I get it now. Sorry. So you need to go then? Is that what you're getting ready to say?
What?
Are you going to the doctor then?
No, that's not what I said. I mean, yes, I am. I'm going to go to the doctor eventually. Purple is a smell too. Yeah. Oh, and they were talking in the chat about the flowers. Like Nate wants to know. Thank you, Kenny, by the way, for the signal. Nate wants to know more about edible flowers. Dude, come to California. Come to California. There are a lot of edible flowers here, and a lot of restaurants that will have a dish that's fancy with some flowers that come on the plate. So it's plated all fancy with flowers. Maybe not right now with COVID though. So I don't know. We'll have to talk on the edible flower thing.
What kind of flowers are you talking? Like illegal flowers in some places? Why California? Just because they have it there, or is it because of legality?
No, they're legal everywhere. It's just flower, like edible flower petals. Like, have you ever eaten a dish that came with some flowers on it, like a salad or a steak or a pork chop with some like rose petals?
I had to kick that shit off. What the hell was that all about?
No, man, you eat that shit.
Yeah, I'm fucking with you, man. I had caramelized hibiscus. Flowers. Didn't I mention that before? I had a really good dish with caramelized hibiscus flowers, or hibiscus petals. It was good.
Oh yeah, hibiscus. Did you vape them?
No, this is in a dish. They were caramelized.
Nice. You can vape hibiscus flowers too, man. They taste like cherry. It's really nice.
I have to give that a try.
Hail to the yeah. All right, I'm gonna vape this grape runts. This put me ass over 10 cups earlier in the stream.
Yeah. Is there gonna be anything left to you? This will be good. Huh?
We'll see. Cheerio.
Cheerio. Man.
Brian hasn't knocked on my door yet. Is Brian outside? Brian,
you out there, masked up, passed out, got his whiskers on. That was I like that name for his mask, man. I like to call that double on whiskers. We'll see. That's what I'd call it if I had it in my house. I go, let me get whiskers and I'll get right on that. Yeah, me and Whiskers will get right on that. Hang on.
Whiskers, that's a good name. Ooh, hello. That was a good hit. Let's finish it. Finish him. Ouch. The top of that bowl is hot. Don't touch the top of the bowl, Jerry. Don't touch the top of that bowl. Don't touch that bowl.
I'm standing back.
Finish him.
All right, I'm coming back. I'm standing back.
Brian's not outside. Okay, good.
Brian's outside, man.
No, he's not. He's Brian. No, man. Dave's not here. Brian's not outside.
Brian there. Hey, man. Is Brian there? I'm Brian.
He's in the chat. He's in the chat. Ooh,
there he is.
How about that?
Jeez, I'm getting hammered here, man. This is great. I love those bowls over there, man. Yeah. Maybe that's where I can get deep. I'm getting whacked over there first.
That's what she said.
Yeah, man. Ain't that right? Heads down, man. Heads down, Troy. Heads down, head, baby.
Oh, I wasn't muted. I'm sorry.
That's great, man.
Wow.
You good from that? You're gonna hit it again?
The filter really smooths it out. So then, like you feel it, and it's like, oh God, like, oh my God.
What's it taking out? Why is it smooth?
I think it's capturing whatever little reclaim would be landing on my throat, because like I can see it's got some like stain. Like it's not white anymore. It's a little bit yellow. It's catching something.
So it's catching the biggest droplets so that what comes through is finer, feels more like a mist. It's gentler, and that's why you can take a bigger hit maybe.
Yeah.
Because I think it's the bigger droplets hitting your throat that make shit rough, uncomfortable. So if that's the case, yeah, you won't lose any taste. You'll just lose some potency because of the bigger globs. But it's the potency that hurts. So if you're gonna lose some, I guess that's the good one.
Right, but then we go back to the math. Like, I may lose 3%, but I'm already exhaling 50%. So, what am I really losing? Am I losing anything, or is it negligible?
Well,
I'm losing it before I cut it in half anyway.
it depends on what the real numbers are, because that's all just made up shit. So I don't know.
Well, the 50% is not made up shit. That's how the lungs work. You can only inhale half of what's inhaled because the method of absorption is diffusion. So things balance out between the blood capillaries and the sacs.
So you're saying that your hit isn't going to be any weaker for lack of those droplets.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm actually concerned that if anything, the filter would be catching like terpenes, like specific things that it would catch, not necessarily just cutting my THC in half. I'm concerned about losing ranges of terpenes that may get easily filtered by like an active charcoal filter.
Right.
Like, and I don't have any way of testing that.
Nah, just it's going to be anecdotal at best for a while, where you just have to hit with and hit without and see, if you notice a difference. Look at the filter over time, maybe smell the filter over time.
I noticed it's kind of sticky.
Okay. Does it have a smell?
I was going to show you my booch, my hard bucha. I got a hard kombucha.
Kombucha?
Ugh. It smells like bong water.
Really?
And it smells like dirt, like a dirty bong.
Did you combust? Did you cherry up?
No, I haven't combusted.
Because the carbon doesn't have any smell when it goes in clean. I don't think. I smelled it. Didn't smell anything. Yeah.
It doesn't taste like anything.
With your filter, and it doesn't taste like anything.
Nope.
Doesn't smell either.
I mean, it does have a bong smell, like a dirty bong smell.
Interesting. Well, maybe that's good that it's in there and not in you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That could be right.
Yeah, I'll probably replace the filter somewhat soon. I'm going to drink this hard kombucha. I drank one of these in the
nice.
One More Bowl. I bought two of them because I was going to try to drink, Jerry. And I bought two of them to drink in the One More Bowl podcast, and I couldn't even finish the first one. It was like I got halfway through it. I'm like, fuck, this thing sucks. And then this one's been in the fridge ever since. But this one,
you didn't like the taste?
No, yeah, it sucked. Like, I like kombucha. I like kombucha.
Okay.
It's like sometimes they're a bit vinegary, sometimes they're a bit trash watery, but I like them. Like I like the sparkling ones. The hard kombucha where it's like 6.5% alcohol. I haven't found one that's good, but this is only my second one. The first one was like a hibiscus thing, oddly enough, and it didn't taste hibiscus enough. It really tasted like trash water. Like it tasted like somebody poured a bunch of wine and a bunch of leftover beers into their trash, and then picked out all the actual trash and then just poured it into a glass. That's what it tasted. So bad. Like a couple cigarette butts.
Nice.
This one is Sunset Trio with a hint of passion fruit, orange, and guava. How can you go wrong with that, right?
Passion fruit, orange, and guava. Sounds good. Here we go.
It's better. No, it's not great, but that's better. It's a lot better than the previous.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Never snorted kombucha. No, I wouldn't do that. I think the problem is it needs to be in a bottle.
Who's snorting?
It's carbonated.
Somebody's snorting kombucha. What the hell's that all about? Right? There you go.
All right. Well, Jerry, I ground up a very precious nug.
Yeah. How much you got left?
Not enough for a bowl.
Not enough?
Not enough for a bowl. But I didn't grind up the whole nug. I only ground up like the bottom portion of it.
Oh, gotcha.
So
are you gonna? Well, how much? How much do you? I mean, shit, that's hitting you hard enough. It doesn't look like you need to blow through it.
I'm probably gonna finish this tonight. This is unless Brian is on his way here. Then I'll share it with Brian.
Brian, you better hurry up, man. I'd get over there just to get in on this, man. You within driving distance to get in before he finishes?
I think
That's
Brian's
funny,
one.
man.
I think he lives 30 minutes away.
Get going, Brian. Hurry up. Jump in the car. Get going.
Probably left.
I hope so, man. We'll keep him busy as long as we can.
Knock on my door.
That's fucking great. That's funny.
So who's low in the chat? Anyone low? Anyone low out there? We need to get a sesh going.
I'm ready to get a sesh going. I guess I'm gonna do another dab over here, man.
I'm gonna vape this grape runs.
This shit did a good job of wiping me out. This might make me quiet. Like I'm real close to quiet high, man.
Quiet high?
Yeah.
Or quite high?
Quiet.
Because it's just like a what's it called when they're the same letters? An anagram? Is that what like an anagram is like when you
Oh yeah, they are
rearrange the letters?
Yeah.
A word.
That's a good point. I didn't see that. No, I was talking about a quiet high. Like I'm real close to just kind of all of a sudden watching you for a while.
Oh shit! Hey, did you see the large brilliant cuts? Did you pre-order your large brilliant cut?
I don't have it yet.
Hold up.
Is it out already? I did put in my order.
I almost scooped weed directly into my bong.
No, you don't want to do that.
No, you don't want to do that.
Good job, Troy.
I was like, man, my bowl is so small. Good thing I fucking caught that. That would have sucked.
Yeah, I don't want to see it. No, we don't want to
scoop grape runts.
That would suck. We don't want to see that. I'm gonna switch over to crystal. I think crystal.
You're gonna start smoking crystal meth now instead of weed?
No, is that what I said?
It sounded like that's the direction you were going.
No, I'm going into quartz mode because I'm gonna go.
Oh, okay, quartz mode on the Switch. That makes. Okay, we're looking at a train, so we don't have the full context of the words in your scenario. Context.
My bad.
Context.
Right? Yeah, and you guys want to. Yeah, I get you, man. I get you. So sorry about that. Here you go. Context. Loading this puppy.
Context is so important, and it's never really taken into consideration. Like let's say when you and I are discussing something and we have a disagreement, rarely do I even give a shit about the context of your current like situation or why you would feel a way. I'm only concerned that I disagree with it, and now we got to compromise around it. It's the context of it is often an afterthought. And in life, it's never a forethought. It's holy shit, are those 420 wipes?
Yeah, man.
I need to get me some of them. I just ran out.
These things are great, man. I've been blowing through them.
Do they still smell like almond?
I don't know. These aren't new.
Oh,
These are probably yours.
you motherfucker. You stole my wipes.
No, you didn't take them, remember?
From Milwaukee? From Madison?
No, from Champs.
Oh, when you were giving them away and I didn't pick. Yeah, you said I didn't take them, but you didn't give them out.
They were out.
They just to yourself.
They just didn't get taken. Anyhow, I can send you some, and I can send you a couple glass jars too that you should have taken because we'll figure out a reason why. But yeah, that'll be fun. I'll send you some because if you got a couple things, I'll put it together. What else is I going to clean with this? I was going to clean this. All right, so are you waiting on me now, or what's going down?
Oh no, I'm gonna hit mine.
All right, well, I'm about to pack this up, so hang on.
I forgot. Did you order a large brilliant cut?
I made my request. I picked my colors. I'm excited.
Super. Me too.
I don't know when it's coming out. Is it almost there?
I believe they're like on the cusp of shipping or shipping now.
Dude, that's gonna be great, man.
Like people on Reddit are reporting that their status is reported to shipped, and my best buddies who like literally I think he lives like in the same town where they're made. Like he says that his is shipped. I wonder if he got his.
It'd be a good one to check with.
Appreciate that. Ian's Scrutable.
What's up?
Oh, he's recommending. I think it's a book, or a video, or a movie. I don't know yet.
Internal family.
I have to like come back and
rewatch
the stream and Google it, which I usually do.
Yeah.
See you, Ricardo.
Ricardo out, you man.
I do have some torched Azuriums. I need to do some more giveaways. I got a bunch of things to give away, but I need to get my YouTube thing rebooted. Oh, Jerry, I'm so excited to do these reboots. I got a lot of cool shit coming, man.
Awesome.
I got a lot of cool shit coming.
How long we gotta wait?
Not very long. There should be video out here in the next 3 days.
Fantastic.
Yep. And I think I'm gonna go on the whole like one video a day kick, or even multiple videos per day.
Going live?
No, not going live so much. Just cranking out videos just to reestablish my video footprint on YouTube.
I think you ought to, man. Yeah.
So if I'm editing old videos and releasing new videos, there may be some days where like I have multiple videos publishing the same day, and people are just gonna have to tolerate old videos publishing.
Tolerate? It'll be great. We all want them back up, man. What are you talking about? Get that shit.
Well, yeah, there's only like 200, 300 subscribers right now, so it's not like I'm annoying 38,000 people like I would be before.
That's funny.
Hey, what are you dabbing? Is that Zen?
This is your thing, but it's not your stuff. I had to use this for some stuff that I got that came in silicone. So
okay.
This is some stuff, but you did recognize that beautiful.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Are you getting Zen like in Florida? Holy shit.
Oh, I wish, man, because the stuff that was in here was amazing, man.
Yeah. Was that lemon mint or what did you get?
This one was where is he? I had two of them. Oh, this is a grape gelato is what was in here before what's in here now.
Wow.
What's in here now is nothing like that. So I'm not in the same ballpark anymore, but this is a glass jar I still had around because I don't know, I just had it around. Every now and then I get shit in silicone. I don't want to keep my shit in silicone, so I'm glad when I have something like this laying around. But it sure did remind me of what really good shit was when I opened it up. I was like, oh, I gotta clean that out now. Because there's a little nothing up to smell a little bit. All right, did you hit that yet? I didn't look. I was busy.
No,
loading
man,
this.
sorry.
No, I don't want you to. I'm loading up.
I spaced out.
That's much wrong. Spacing out. Let me load this.
I'm ready to though. Are you ready?
I believe so. Let me just check my temp real quick.
Oh, my lights just came on.
Yeah, I'm ready.
No. My lights have been on. My humidifier just came on.
Yeah, I'm ready, and I'm on a quartz time, so it'll take a little longer. So you let me know when it's time to go.
I'm hitting flower, so I can hit it. Once you hit yours,
right.
and I'll
All
time
right, turn it on. Cheers, guys. You guys are loaded up like we are.
Hey, you didn't get the new bubble cap from Dr. Deborah, like the new standard cap?
Yeah, it's over here, but it doesn't fit this black thing, so I don't use it on here because
all right.
I like having the seal. So
Baby seals? Don't club them baby seals.
ooh, that definitely tasted cleaner. Fuck yeah.
Damn, that's delicious.
Whew.
Wow.
I like that one. That was a good one, Troy. Oh.
That was nice. I really enjoyed that hit. I'm gonna stir it up a little bit. Don't you quit.
Damn.
Hold up. I'm paranoid about something right now.
Things are slowing down for me, man. Damn. I'd say sorry, but I know it hasn't even been a second for you guys because everything's going so slow for me, man. Motherfucker. Boy, that was a.
Hey, don't be staring at my ABV, my debowler.
Right. I was looking at that. Motherfucker, man. Dude, that was fucking righteous, man. Like, I put this on about 3 or 4 different rigs and wasn't that great, but that was really good right there. Like,
are you talking about the concentrate or
the concentrate?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sometimes you find one and it pairs better with some rigs than others for some reason. This one pairs well with the quartz on this, not the stock titanium. I didn't like that so much. The quartz, wow, that was great, but it hasn't done much for me on any other rig I've got. Fuck.
You look high, man. You better vape on a riser.
What?
The dirt goes to liquid.
Damn, and I got some trippy shit on the big TV up here too that I started doing lately.
Yeah, like Schwangel.
No, remember I told you or I showed you I had the astronauts up there that other day. So now I've got some fractal shit up there, man. So I always got some
fractal
YouTube
nuts?
fractal video up there playing. Fuck me, man.
Ooh. Whoa, you look different without glasses.
Right? What the fuck?
Do I look different?
Because you can't see my eyes. Man, imagine if I could open them.
Do I look different without glasses?
I haven't seen you with glasses except when I impersonated you.
No, no. I mean, when you take off your glasses, do I look different?
No,
Can
you're
you
just a
see?
little blurry. You're a little blurry.
Okay.
These are the ones I have that have that middle thing for the fucking computer screen. Damn. There we go. That looks great, man. Are those yours? Like you used to wear those prescription or what?
Yeah, these are my prescription glasses.
Those are dope.
Things definitely look sharper and cleaner and crisper, but I can still see 20/20 with both eyes open as long as I have both eyes open. It's just my right eye is bad, so I usually don't wear them.
My left eye is, I have stigmatisms in both. The left one's worse than the right. But more than anything, I can't see dick up close anymore without these things.
Yeah,
so.
you can't see dicks up close anymore now that you're a married man.
That's funny, man. I said that. That's funny.
What's up, Monk? Yeah, have you had any problems with the Switch over time? Charlie is asking. I don't think you have.
What?
Choo Charlie is asking if you've had any problems with your Switch over time.
No. I've used this one the most. I've used it. This is the one I've used all year long on this show right here for the most part since I got it. I don't know. But no, I haven't any problems with any of them. I got 3 of them, a beta and then 2 productions, and this is my newer production. It works great. No. That's what I love about it, man. I mean, technology is new, but this one's pretty fucking durable, man. Like,
yeah,
not a whole lot in that physically that's going to go wrong.
Mine had an issue, but I'm reluctant to call it an issue. I was using it to heat up a Dynavap repeatedly.
You're the reason they tell people not to do that, because I asked them and they said, "Please don't." I said, "Oh, okay." I didn't know you had forged that road already. Fucking far out.
Yep, that was me.
Nice. So did it work?
It did. I did it a bunch of times until it didn't. And when it didn't, it like the whole thing like stopped working.
Did they get it back and look at it, or you still have it?
Yeah, I sent it back to them and so they could like figure it out.
You have any idea what you broke?
No. And when I talked to like their lead engineer induction like guy, like the real induction guy, like you know who I'm talking about. Like I even told him about it and he's like, huh. He's like it must have triggered something and fucked up the programming and it just caused the whole thing just to shit itself. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's like, because you can't break it physically. I'm like, I know it can't break it physically. That's why I fucking did it. That's why I'm like, I don't give a shit. I can put a knife in here, you know. I can't break it physically. I mean, I could if I, you know, I'm, you know.
You would be the guy to break the software too. It would be you, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
You're the software breaker, man. That's awesome.
And I didn't even have to hook up my USB cord to it this time.
Yeah. You did that before?
Maybe. Dr. Dabber's Switch versus Puffco Peak Pro. That's a good video. I need to get a new Puffco Peak Pro atomizer. I do. Actually, I should republish my Puffco Peak Pro video. That'll be the one I'm.
I don't know, man. The Puffco Peak Pro fixed a lot. So I don't know.
Yeah, here you are using the Switch.
Just pulled it out today. I've been using that Boost Evo and the Peak Pro the whole last few weeks, and the occasional one of these things. I really like taking this with me when I go places. Man, this thing's great. But anyhow, yeah. So this tonight, And it beat the hell out of both of us, man. Like she said the same thing. She's like, damn. And then I came on here and here I am going, damn. So, damn. It's in my head, man. Like I can feel it in my skull. It's like moving around and that touch feels so good. That's hilarious. Man. Fucking A.
Jerry.
Yeah.
I want to clean up the sloppy seconds in this bowl.
Well, I like the Boost Evo. I've been using it a lot, man.
You have any more shit you want to talk about from your childhood?
No.
Dr. Dabber Boost Evo. It's a neat little device. It's not very powerful, but it's powerful enough for most people, I think. It's just not powerful enough for me.
What do you mean by powerful? Like the individual hits or the battery, or what do you mean?
Yeah, I find like I load a dab and I hit it, for the duration of its thing, like I get like 4 hits off it and then I fire it up again and I get like 3 more hits and then it tastes like shit and then I Q-tip it out. But those 7 inhalations are never the equivalent to the satisfaction and the impact that I get from the exact same dab loaded into a quartz banger with the Rio. That's what I'm saying.
What about compared to something more in its class, like a Peak Pro, Vista Mini?
I think the Peak Pro still out delivers the Evo. The regular Peak, the Aura would hit harder. The Carta would hit harder. I think it hits a little soft.
Right on.
It's more of a oil vaporizer, less of a dab rig.
We like the Peak Pro better than everything that we had here when it got here. And the Evo, we felt like it was a little, we didn't know if it's more potent or stronger or what, but all I knew is, well, it usually took her 3 hits, only took her 2, and she wanted to pass it to me. And then same with me, I could barely finish it. I think part of it is that design where it just goes straight on up into the glass, no side winding turns over silicone.
I love that design.
Yeah, so the potential is there to get all of your dab, but now I have a whole lot of little glob swimmies, little glob blobs that sit there, and then the dab globs in there. What do you call them, Troy?
The what?
What do you call those little dab globs that floaties in the bong? The floaty dab globbies.
I don't have an official name for them. Like reclaimed dingleberries.
I just said floaty glob.
I rinse them out
and
I don't salvage them. They're trash to me.
All right, well, I get more of those with the Evo than anything else, and I think it's because more shit. There's nothing else for it to catch on to. So,
yeah, I would.
But so I think as far as an E-rig goes, that Evo is pretty good, man. As far as potency, it does it for us. The Peak Pro, I like. Obviously, I like this switch. You got the Rio that does it for you. None of these are in that class. You know what I mean? So to me, that's just a different class altogether. I need to tame that beast. I've only used it a few times, and I tend to have a hard time getting it right where I want. But every time you're there to tell me how, Troy, I nail it. So I need to get better at that.
Talking about the Rio?
Yeah. And it's not the Rio's fault. I just need to practice a couple more times. Because
Yeah, well,
you come at it from a torch banger guy, and you know what you're doing. I come at it from I don't use torch bangers. I'll use an e-nail where I know it's at the whole time. I'll use a portable e-nail or something, or an e-rig, but I don't. I was not a torch
oh,
dabber guy.
yeah, just gave me an idea.
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks.
Was
Sorry. Please continue.
I was
I'm
done,
very
man.
high.
No, that was it, man. I got you. Back to you.
Thanks, Jerry.
As
that's all I actually had. I wanted to send it out. I don't want to have another dab right now. I just wanted to get my Rio nice and ready for the sesh, for the after sesh tonight.
well, I don't need another dab. That's clear.
Yeah, I'm fucking baked. I'm also worried that if I have another coughing fit, that I'll accidentally pee my pants because I gotta pee. I've had to pee for a while, and I don't want to like cough pee my pants.
You're not wearing pants, so who cares?
I'm totally wearing pants.
You'll just squirt the floor a little bit.
What?
You'll just pee on the floor a little bit.
I dropped my bong the other day, like this, my fat bag. I knocked it off my desk while rushing out of the room to take a piss because I was like in the session and I was waiting for an opportunity to say I was going to leave. And like people wouldn't stop talking and I almost peed my pants because I was high and I get OCD like that, I'm a polite person, Jerry. Shut the fuck up. So when I finally got the opportunity to like say like, hey, I gotta go, I'm gonna go pee, and I left the session and I went rushing out of the room. I knocked it off my desk here, and it didn't break. It didn't break. My thought is that maybe it landed on the mouthpiece, and the mouthpiece gave it like a little like a little cartwheel action. And then its next bounce was like on carpet, was on the base, and then it just like tumbled and rolled sideways. It took it like a skateboarder or a gymnast would. They don't fall onto their hands and try to stop themselves. They roll into it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my bong knows how to fall, and it rolled into it and it survived. It survived the drop from my desktop surface.
It's round, man. That one ought to
because
know how. That's great. I'm surprised you didn't break anything, man. What did it hit? Is it carpet? Is it carpet out there? Or is it
it's technically concrete, but there's a rug on top of it. There's like a shag rug.
So, right. Okay. So barely. Yeah. Still hard underneath. Man.
Yeah. I chose shag
Way
for
to
a
go,
reason.
man. That's funny, man. Well, man, that's hilarious, dude. No, I was thinking about this time. My wife and I were watching this kid for a few minutes before he went to school with our kids, and he came over and he was playing video games, and he was only hanging out for, I don't know, it wasn't long, 15, 20 minutes. Anyhow, point is, he was like you. He had to pee when he got there. He started playing and he couldn't. And I walked in the room, and he was literally couldn't decide whether to hold the controller or because he just couldn't.
He had to pinch himself.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, there's a bathroom just right down the hall. I mean, go. And he literally like, and he dropped the controller and ran there, and he didn't make it.
Oh,
he wet himself
that's totally me as a
the
kid.
bathroom, and I'm like, dude, you were gonna wet the floor, and I not showed up, and instead he had wet himself. It was just, I couldn't believe it. I'd never actually witnessed that before. It was hilarious, man. And then he couldn't go to school, work with that. Luckily he lived right down the street, so we could send him home to get cleaned up. But that was hilarious, man.
Yeah. I've had some.
You been there?
I've had some incidents, even as an adult, Jerry. Even as an adult,
just getting so focused, you just don't go.
And I'm a night person.
Yeah.
So sometimes when I stay up all night and then I'm forced to be awake early morning for daytime things, my solution is to drink a bunch of Mountain Dew or whatever, a bunch of caffeine, which makes me piss.
Yeah.
So like one time, like my wife and my mother-in-law was here from the Philippines, and we were going to like Navy Pier. So we drove to Chicago, and it was like a 3-hour trip, and I drank like a big slam Mountain Dew on the way there. And by the time we got to the parking garage at Navy Pier, I had to fucking piss. And I'm not talking like I gotta pee. I'm talking like the urges were getting severe. And I was driving a WRX, like a Subaru WRX, like turbo, and we're going up the ramp because the parking garage is full.
Oh no!
And I'm driving this stick shift, this fucking fast ass car, and we're going like up, and like we're on like the 5th floor, and like trying to drive the stick shift, and as we're like creeping around the 6th floor, I look and I see that the exit row, like the downhill side, is now empty. Like now there's parking spots over there. Like I see like, oh shit, I can cheat now and park over there. And I also don't want to piss my pants, Jerry.
Yeah.
But my wife is next to me. My 2 kids are in the back seat, and my mother-in-law is sitting right behind me.
Oh, it's one of those moments.
So as we come around the corner, I throw the clutch and I throw it in gear, and I light all 4 tires up and just like the car's like squealing going around this curve, and I whip it around and I pull into this parking spot, and I run out, and I think I'm completely safe. I think I'm like, in my mind, I just pulled into an empty parking lot, and I parked by a truck, and I ran out to the trunk of my car and just whipped it out, and just like, like the best piss of my life. I'm so grateful that I didn't piss my, like right behind my car.
Okay.
I'm so grateful that I didn't piss my pants in the car, in front of my kids, in front of my wife, in front of my mother-in-law. And I got my eyes closed, and I'm just like the biggest, fastest, like fire hose pee, just like, whoo, like I can hear my pee like rolling down the concrete ramp. And I open my eyes
in the car,
and I look up to my left, and there's like a fucking truck just like stopped, and like I'm standing right in front of him, and there's like 2 cars behind him. I just like apparently ran out in front of him and just like started pissing, and it was the longest fucking like Mississippi River of piss that just like flowed down the ramp.
And they're just sitting there watching you go at it.
Yeah, dude. And like there was somebody in the truck laughing. And so we
shit, that was me, bro.
Once I get out of the way. And my mother-in-law did not see what was going on. My wife did. My wife knew. My wife was pissed. But my wife prevented my mother-in-law from doing it. Like my wife, like, oh, he's making a phone call, or like she distracted him, or she distracted her. But then when we get out of the car and we're walking to the fucking elevator, there's my river of pee. And when we got to we had to cross the river of pee. We got to the elevator. The elevator wasn't working. The elevator wasn't working, so we had to walk down the down ramp to the next floor, and we end up having to cross my river of pee like 14 times on our walk to the Navy Pier at the parking garage.
That's fucking hilarious. I'd love to see your wife's face each time, man. That's great. What about the line of cars, man?
Oh man, I still remember like the horror of going like that moment of being like pure bliss, Jerry. Like it was literally the best piss of my life. Like Jerry, I felt like my penis hole like got really big. It got really big, really fast, to let out like a whole bunch more pee really quickly, and it was so relieving. It It was so like I could feel my bladder shrinking. I could feel my belt loosening. He was coming out so fast. It felt so good. And then to flip the best piss of my life, like literally razor thin, to the horror of, oh my God, there's 3 people watching me pee.
Oh, that's fucking great.
Luckily, it wasn't the first time that people had seen me pee. So
I know shit. You've
I
been
was
there
like,
before.
oh, no.
Oh, God, that's great. I can just imagine. I can just imagine being in that truck, man. And you just run right out in front. Service.
Can you imagine if that happened nowadays?
All you care is that the woman in the car. All you care is that the people in the car don't see. Fuck everybody else. You're just pissing in front of her.
Dude, in my mind, it was like 7 a.m. Everybody is arriving at the Navy Pier, right? Everybody is arriving. Nobody's leaving. I just went up the exit ramp. I cheated to get these secret parking spots. That's in my mind. There was nobody around. Like I just like I went around the corner blind, like just like hauling ass. If there'd have been a car there, I would have smashed into him. I didn't care because I thought it was empty and I had to pee.
They were about to flip you off for taking their spot. Instead, you started pissing.
Probably, man.
Did you finish or just get enough out not to slow down?
There was no stopping that one. Like, I think I opened my eyes as I finished, man. Like I think it was so good that I was just like mouth open, like shivering. It was a good pee, dude.
That is great, bro.
Like I drank a big slam of Mountain Dew.
One of these days, somebody's going to say to me, hey, man, there's a time machine. You can go anywhere, anytime you want. I want to be in the truck. When Troy runs out, it stops traffic to piss right in front of me. That's going to be in my top 3. Easy.
Oh, my God.
Oh, there'll be some big sports win, something probably in there, but that's in there for sure, man.
Oh shit!
Jeez.
I'm pretty sure it was a black or a dark brown, like Ford Explorer.
All right, that'll help me. Thanks.
But there were 3 people in it. I remember that. I remember the looks on their faces.
So there's room for one more. Oh gosh, that is fucking awesome. Oh man, fucking A.
Just glad it was pre-iPhone times.
Oh Jesus! How long ago was that?
And this was like 2003.
2003. Yeah, nobody had shit going on then. Jeez, you were doing that in 2003?
Yeah.
My wife's gonna hate me tonight, man. I'll be waking up all night and just laughing. She was stopping me. Oh shit! Gotta be in that truck.
Just got off the freeway. You have 10 minutes to end the stream before I crash the party. Oh shit! Are you typing while driving? The fuck? Are you probably at that stoplight? Brian's gonna crash the stream. You guys know Brian? Turk Brian?
He's great, man.
He's gonna crash the stream. Oh man. Is he on his motorcycle? If you can open the door, just lift it. I'm gonna fucking vape a bowl.
It's true. It's the garage, man.
There I am, high as tits, man.
Not me, man. I got ways to go.
I got 10 minutes to finish this grape runts before Brian gets here.
That's the goal.
Oh no!
Finish this shit before he's here to get some. Man, that's great.
Kid. I kid.
That's great.
I kid. Just a little bit.
Shit, I love it.
I'm gonna break off a little bit more of the nug though.
Holy fuck!
You all right? You all right, Jerry?
I don't know, man. If I can stop thinking about it, and I'll be all right.
What's up, Stu? Stu's in the chat.
What's up, man? How's it going? Yeah, we're going late, man. It's good to see Stu out here, man.
Yeah, we are going late. We just missed 420 somewhere. Was it your 420, Jerry? No, you're 4 hours.
No, 7.
The other way.
Hawaii, is it? Hawaii, How far behind you is Hawaii?
Sorry, I didn't mean to exclude the low tits.
Taxing my brain on where it's 420 right now.
It's 420 somewhere. Don't worry about it.
That's where, somewhere.
Oh man.
Jesus. Yeah, man. Thank you.
Oh, Brian is on his way.
Well, I need to know where and when, or can I just say that truck?
Brian's on his way.
They'll probably know. Whoever's got the time machine, it'll be on their like top 10 speed dial. Oh yeah, just push preset 7. We go there all the time. It'll be a time machine preset.
Remember, they were all like,
yeah.
What
they,
the fuck?
Did they stop? Did they stop? Did they keep going? I mean, how did that turn out, man? Did they stop, or did they just keep on like rolling? As you, I mean, like a parade, like you know, like when you're going by somebody's Christmas.
They maintain distance.
Okay, but did they just sit there, or did they kind of roll?
Well, I guess they rolled and turned because they drove around. They drove around me, kind of.
Some distance.
That was a glorious hit.
They want to stay out of the splash zone, is what they want.
Yeah, avoiding the splash zone. There's always someone at Navy Pier, you know. There's always someone.
Oh man.
Chicago thing. All right, Jerry. I'm gonna call it before Brian does crash this party.
And do what? It's 420 in Puha right now.
Where?
It's 420 in Puha. Go to town, man. Good dang.
Ooh, good day.
Running man in the house.
Oh shit.
Right? You do that shit.
All right.
I can be over here.
Jerry?
Yeah.
See you next Friday, bro.
Yeah, man. Is that right?
That's right. That's right. We'll see you next Friday.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. It's fun hanging with you guys in the chat, man. You guys are dope.
Unless we see you sooner, like in the Discord or somewhere like that.
All right.
Which I'll be around there tonight. I might have to do some gardening tonight. Gotta do a video. I gotta defoliate my plants.
Is that right?
But for now, I gotta pee before we have another incident. So thanks for watching. Peace out. See you next Friday.
Guys,
stay happy, stay high, stay hydrated.